Regulations are laws that are implemented by government agencies rather than Congress. Congress must pass legislation to authorize agencies to issue regulations. But often that legislation is very broad and with social goals that we would all agree to, but then they delegate to the agencies the job of implementing those and filling in the details. And that's when the regulatory process starts. Agencies are guided by law from the 1940s that require them to develop a proposed regulation, seek public comment on that regulation, and then finalize the regulation based on the record that they've built. And over the years, that record has become more and more complicated. I think one of the strengths of our rulemaking process, our regulatory process, is the public notice and comment procedures. The problem is that those were really developed in the 1940s. One of the strengths is that we have had this for more than 70 years. Agencies have had to seek comment before they can make a binding law. On the other hand, it's been 70 years, and so the way it works is the agency will publish a proposal, the public can comment, and generally it's those who are more affected by the regulation that will file comments, and then the agency issues a final regulation. Once a regulation is in effect, it almost never is evaluated to see how it is actually working. It is that feedback loop that's missing. I would create a mechanism where agencies, just like in everything else that we do in life, would learn. They would learn from their mistakes. And I think if we focused more resources not on looking forward at the next big thing to regulate, but looking back to see whether our actions were successful in the previous things we regulated, not only would we be able to fix those, but I think we would make better decisions going forward because we would know what assumptions that we had made are accurate and which ones aren't.